All right, guys, welcome to the Haven. We have Mike here to talk about Rich Doge, Poor Doge. Just a quick reminder before we get started, nothing you hear on this recording is financial advice, and anything is our chance for us to ask questions. They are not endorsements. Mike, tell us about your project, man. Welcome.
All right, I'll start with myself. In the real world, I have multiple businesses. I've doxed myself, my socials, and my businesses, and actually, have a customer support number that's easily found. So that's kind of unique in this space. I'm, one of the most transparent people anyone will ever meet, and me and my team, we was jumping around from project to project. I don't think I really understood the degen concept whenever I came back. I left the space. I was a Solana well. I think my wallet all-time high was somewhere 48, 49 million last year. So I had got fed up with the BSC space and left for a little while, gave it a break. The summer times when I got into it because I like to spend time with my family. So I usually take the summers off. I end take some of my investments and liquidate some things just so I can float the summer with my kids because I love my kids, and you only got 18 summers with them. So I tend to do that. I did that last year, and I had some crazy gains in BSC at first. I got tired of BSC, moved over to something real, which was Solana, and I me myself in the real world, I don't like drawing eyes of the IRS or things like that. So I just took money out slowly, let it sit in there, didn't watch it, and I watched the bear market come and I kept thinking it's gonna go back up and kind of fucked up there and made some bad choices with the money. At the time it was just pretty much numbers on the screen. I didn't think of it as investments like I would in the real world. It was just jumping from project to project. Uh, about 3 months ago, I decided to go back in. I was down. I'll save that backstory, but I decided, this is where I started BSC. I'll go ahead and do it again. And I came back and didn't realize the space had changed so much that it was just a Jeep fest, the degens, the callers. I mean, I didn't realize any of it. Just started throwing buku bucks into projects and didn't realize the name of the game with degen projects was to get in, get out, and then let the project die. And also shady projects. So me and my team, we kind of met in whale groups. Again, I was buying up max supply on everything. I'm a max better in the real world when I gamble. I was just buying up all these tokens, getting top holder, thinking that one of them's bound to hit. And I was meeting these guys. We'd be bumping into each other in the same projects. And finally, we got together. We created a group called BSC Scammers, which we ended up changing because it didn't look good on any of our devices that our colleagues and friends saw scamming a scamming group. So we changed it to the BSC police, and I got uninvested. I said, I'm done. Let's just go try to save people and show them what's really going on. And when you're not invested, you don't have the emotions. You start really paying attention to what's really going on in the space. And we just decided we wanted something different. So I doxed myself, my business. I said, I'll put myself on the line. I'm going to give everyone a safe token that they can have some fun, learn to hold again, give them that transparency they deserve, treat it like a business, keep them involved with marketing money, and just be as transparent as possible. So that was our goal. And we did things a little more unique. Our tokenomics are 12-12, which is 5% marketing, 2% LP. And then I added 1% to our private sale holders, and as long as they held without selling, because private sale holders, ruin a project just as quick as anything else. So I wanted the reason for them to stay and not sell off. So I incorporated that, and I did my team 3%, which includes myself and the team. We split it seven ways from the volume and 1% for the dev. And a lot of people have questioned why would you give your team a percentage? And it's in the real world, I wouldn't give my employees their salary up front and say, hey, here's your stuff. Whenever we get there, you're good. You're going to make a lot of money. I felt it made more sense to keep them motivated and active in the project. There's often projects that the team members, they dump their tokens, you never see them again. People are mad because they had so much. So we wanted to change that. We wanted to make a safe token. We launched on Pink Sale Fair launch. I made sure all the check boxes were ticked. I got Anoop as the dev, Seifu dev. He handles the contract, all functions. No team tokens whatsoever except for the buying. I did not intend to have any tokens, which now from me doing all the buying of the charts, I actually hold a nice chunk of the supply because I've tried to stabilize the chart on myself. So it's kind of a unique token. My team and myself have been doing the most buying when most projects they're doing the selling and the dumping. So that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't give no bullshit things that we can't do. Feeding people, letting them sit here for 6 months, thinking a bridge is coming or a utility that never happened. So we're creating our own roadmap. I've built an awesome community. We're down a little bit right now. We finally got some of the fair launch guys out that was just looking for a 3x, which I think we did 3.5x. We found our floor. We've got an awesome, amazing community. We still have, the ones that was expecting. We're 3 days old, and we still have the people that are expecting, oh, why didn't I 10x yet? And, we're getting past all that. But a lot of them people were out. I think we found a solid floor. We got nice well support. We've been doing things, buying back the chart yesterday. We did it the day before we did it. And we're just going to keep pushing our name out there, getting things done. And we're working on several different things in the background to actually add utility. But again, I could tell you anything. We have an app that cures cancer. It's going to be out in 6 months. Just hold strong. It's coming. You'll be able to start your own physician clinic, or you can get in a hospital. But no, we don't do things like that. We're just creating our own roadmap. If you guys,
I got a few things going on here. So y'all are at 216. It looks like your ATH was about 600. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I'm looking at your holder. You've got 257 right now. I see a pink sale lock for 25% of the supply. What is that?
That's for Central Exchange of Sex. I kept saying sex listings, and people thought we was a human trafficking ring. But
it is sex, though. Yeah, that's right. It's weird.
That's for exchanges. We didn't, we had a couple people too. Oh, the last token I was in, they bought back all the tokens. But yeah, how do you think they bought them back? They sold them, they sold on you first. So we didn't want to do that. We wanted to have the supply ready because we're trying to mimic a couple other, successful projects and, do some of the stuff they did in exchanges wise. So we wanted to have the supply on hand, but to make things safe, we went ahead and locked them until we was ready for that point.
And how long is that locked?
I think it was 15 days. I'll have to look back on the pink sale, but Anoop handles the entire contract. He's a Seifu dev. I mean, I don't have no control over that, so he handles that, and I'm not sure how long it actually the pink sale lock was for, but that they can't harm you. In order to stay in good with pink sale, which I'm sure Anoop values his pink sale relationship. Nothing funny. If we don't get the exchanges, we'll end up burning them.
Yeah, Anoop's a good dev, and I actually trust pink sale quite a lot, decent amount.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see that we've already got for a new token. We're 3 days old, and we got 26 million tokens. Well, you can see our supply is only 241 million, but we got 26 million staked already. That's how many believers we've got.
So you guys have staking a lot. Tell me about that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't get into that. The project itself, again, I was trying to bring honesty and integrity to the space, and something that meant, deeply to me with Rich Dad Poor Dad is something that changed my mentality. My
wait, pause real quick. That's the Yamasaki book. I read that when I was like, maybe like 17, 18. I remember that well.
Yeah. How they teach you that the what the rich teach their children that the poor don't. That get a job, save your money up. That's the one. That's the one. In an attempt to create an honest token with integrity, that's something that meant something to me. So I thought, man, rich Doge, poor Doge. I mean, that's awesome. Our logo has a Doge reading the book, and it actually has it looks like the book from Robert Kiyosaki, but that meant a lot to me. So we went ahead and built that theme. And one thing that Robert Kiyosaki's famous for is teaching passive income. So we wanted to have some sort of passive income where you didn't have to watch this to earn or drive this to earn, or all you have to do is sleep. And I wanted to give people the confidence to be able to do so. So I've been there in voice chat every single day, trying to build that confidence, build them relationships. And they all love staking. I mean, that was our only issue at launch. Our staking didn't work very well with Trust Wallet, and we had such a great launch. That was our only thing. Hey, I can't stake. And I mean, for a new project, I mean, that's kind of rare. People wanting to stake right off the bat.
Respect. All right. Talk about what is your staking platform?
It's actually a dApp that we have on our website that they can connect to their MetaMask and Trust Wallet. We have 3 different tier levels. We have I believe it's a 90-day, a 60-day, a 30-day, and a 15-day with different percentage rates, 60%, 90%, and 120%. And they can unlock at any time. They don't have to feel like their tokens are being held hostage if they want to sell, but they won't reap them rewards if they do unstake.
Okay, that's what's up.
I think
How
it's
big?
better than any reflection. I mean, the rate's better than just having a reflection token that we do pay in the native token. That's what the staking is, but it's much better interest rates than any type of reflections you could do.
No, I mean, I like staking a decent amount. Um, the question is, I'm sorry, what was it that I was just about to ask? How big is your team? How many guys do you have working on this?
There's 6 including myself, or there's 7 including myself. Sorry.
And what do they do exactly?
We have different roles. I mean, some are great at, the Telegram and the bots and, maintaining, we don't have no mods that are paid to keep everybody quiet. We're actually here. We've all started this. We all had our different roles, like from the website design to the, pretty much everything within the token. They've helped since the beginning. I have an NFT creator. I mean, he's working on his own project right now of NFTs. He's slowly doing his own project. He's not trying to rush anything, so he started to help us with ours, and just various skill levels each and every. And they're all doxed as well on our website.
And the docs as well on the website. I'm taking a look at the website right now. Is your roadmap on the website?
My roadmap is not done yet, unfortunately. I didn't realize it was, pretty much the roadmap's on there. It's the white paper that isn't done. Our roadmap is on there. Sorry.
Okay, let me see what I got here. Oh yeah, I can see all y'all right here. Nice. I see you, Mike. Cool.
Yeah, I actually, those awards in the background of my picture are actually ClickFunnels 2 Kava Club Awards. Those represent over $1 million of sales through a sales funnel. In the real world, that's what one of my big businesses is marketing, and I've ran lots of sales funnels and ran lots of money through them.
Cool, man. I have a background in sales myself. That's awesome. All right, so let's see. I'm looking at your phase 1, and it seems like you have completed most of that. Talking about your community, so those giveaways, prizes, and contests, what do you guys do exactly in there?
What I'm trying to do with my community is build great relationships. If you look at our Telegram, there's lots of people with tags. I mean, initially, people that would come in is like, you got a lot of admin. There's like too many chiefs, not enough Indians. And really, we just have been building relationships and giving these people tags, making sure they feel like they're somebody. And my team will know that, hey, these are people that are active. They participate. They're real people. That if they have any comments or concerns, that we can fully address them without being mocked off as FUD. But as we keep going, we're going to do lots of contests, giveaway. We're going to do we do educational things, teaching some of the things about crypto and investing every day in voice chat. We're going to have what's called a Tell Me Anything. It's similar to an AMA, but we want to hear from them because I want to learn just as much as I want to teach. So we're going to do giveaways to our holders with marketing funds, see what they're going through, let people tell us their problems, what they're going through. And I mean, I really want to build the community first. That was the most important thing about this token. It wasn't really doing X's. It was building a strong community so we could get up there.
Okay. You guys have just the one community, or do you have any international ones as well?
No, just the one. We've got a Chinese one set up right now. We have some China mods in there, but we haven't really done a lot of Chinese marketing as of yet.
Okay. And I mean, that brings me to my next question. What has your marketing approach been so far? So you mentioned you were in space before and that things have changed greatly. Dude, I was just gone for 2 weeks and I missed 2 smart chains.
Yeah, we've done so far. We went with the big guns first. I mean, we went with Gullum's Gym was our first AMA. It was quite expensive. We did Venom, Caesars, Crypto USA. We've done, so many of them. I think I've done about 10 AMAs, but we went with the heavy guns at first because I haven't done a lot of callers because the callers are known for bringing the people looking for quick X's. I mean, a lot of them callers, that's what people were there for. And I wanted a long-term token, not something that was a pump and dump. And I think that my voice and my vision is my most, resourceful, sales tool. So I thought it was more important for people to hear me than just reading a post about a rich Doge and a poor Doge. So we've done a lot of AMAs and have spent lots of money doing AMAs with all the big guns.
Okay, I mean, with that being said, man, I like that you're from sales. I like that you enjoy it. Tell us why we should invest in your product. Like, why is Rich Doge Poor Doge a good long hold?
Well, like I said, we're creating our own roadmap with this. And I know memes, most of them, they say they're meant to die, but we've got lots of people with strong backgrounds. I mean, we could build bridges. We can bridge over to different chains. We can create a P2E game if the community agrees. I mean, this is going to be a community token. I've done everything to keep my community involved in things. And I mean, they're the most important part of this token. It isn't me that can save it. It isn't me that's going to ruin it. It's them. And we're going to utilize their opinion and voices and how we proceed next. But as long as the volume stays up, there's really not much that we can't do. I mean, anything's possible, and we're spending the market and money. It's not my money; it's their money. So we're spending it all. We're not, thinking that's our money and using it for ourselves. So as long as we can gain the a nice community, then there's really nothing that we can't do.
Okay. Let's talk about your future plans and okay, first off, let's talk about audit and security. So have you guys audited the contract yet?
Yeah, on our peak sale, we did everything. We got the Safeu badge by having a safe dev. We did the KOIC with Pink Cell as well as the audit with Spywolf. It's all currently. I can put links up to all of it. I think if you did a command on our Telegram, you could find it. But we've been audited. We've done the KYC, and we have the Safeu dev.
Okay. Okay. Let me take a look at that real quick here. I got your roadmap up. So phase 2 has something called Tell Me Anything. What is that?
That's again what I would do in the real world. I'm an influencer and I teach print on demand, which is a printing service. I teach that in the real world, and I wanted, we have been doing. It's already started educating, but again, I'd like to be educated myself. I'd like for them to tell me things, tell me the projects they're in, and kind of I want to get an understanding why this is just such a rat race that people can't hold anymore, why they're just jumping. So I'm trying to learn just as much as I'm trying to teach. So I wanted people to be able to tell me what they're going through, things like that. I don't want to be about myself. I think, if I'm in there preaching all the time and just talking, I mean, I'd rather hear stories. I'd rather get to know my community, get to know them, and just pretty much let them tell me anything.
Okay. So that's a unique one right there. You have plans of growing your Discord, revamping your website. So here's what's difficult, right? If you're moving around Telegram, you're working with like a decent amount of like some of the same people, right? You mentioned you did Caesar and all that. A lot of us have the same followings.
Yeah, running from project to project. Yep, that's correct.
So how do you plan on actually expanding your base here? One thing we love is like international communities reaching out to different areas. Things.
Yeah.
Marketing is.
I've got guys from my team looking into Indonesian marketing right now, as well as Chinese. But we're going to have to do something and adjust the taxes, which we planned from the get-go. I think our LP is pretty good right now, so I think we might take from that. But I think to attract the Chinese community, we're going to have to drop them taxes down a little bit so that they feel more, they don't like taxes. So we're going to adjust that, try to work with things. But again, my team, they don't have any tokens. So there's some things I can't pull from, and everybody needs marketing, but we can adjust them. And that's what we're working on right now. We started thinking, hey, let's lower the taxes down. Let's be more appealing to the Chinese community. But I've got links, and I've reached out to a guy named Dave Ali. He's a real big Indonesian influencer. So we're going to start tackling some of the Indonesian marketing. And yes, we're looking. We've got a Discord server set up. We're looking to do that. We're looking to do more Twitter Spaces. And actually, this morning I was actually on a Shark Tank thing for meme coins with an AMA fighter. I can't think of his name, but I actually was on there. I actually last minute, he was kind of in a hurry, but I actually got on there. We're searching for things like that to do to get a little bit more exposure. So I think we're going to start tackling a little bit more Twitter than just these call channels and AMAs.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the volume of the project, and it looks like it's been holding, but it's been hanging out for the past day or so.
Yeah. People don't like our chart. We've got such believers. I mean, our chart hung tight the first day. I mean, all night. we was going to have a biggest sell competition because we need some more marketing money. We needed to generate some more funds. So I put in the post, biggest sell competition. It just stood still forever. Nobody wanted to sell. And then as the market kind of started getting bloodier and bloodier, I mean, I had one guy today that, I mean, he messaged me every day. He loved me. I love your voice, and had to tell me, I'm sorry, I got scared. It's not that I don't believe in you, but I have to tell you right now that I did sell, and I told, I love you, man. You don't have to worry. I don't, want to hold anybody's money hostage. I know people are scared. I understand that. And that's what we're seeing. A lot of people that came for right now we're getting out all the fair launch people and the people that don't believe, that they never paid attention. They never got into the telegrams, which we have every day. We're getting them out, and we've got a strong floor. We got some well support that keeps picking it back up. We've done it twice now. We all went in and did some big buys and shook some people out. And I mean, we're in go mode. We're going to keep going. And unfortunately, people would love to sell, and as Bitcoin and BNB started going down, we was watching some of the wallets that we're selling. We started seeing they was converting it to BUSD. I mean, people are just scared.
Yeah, when the market dips, all things do with it, and we are in the midst of a pretty solid dip right now. BNB's down $50 each, so that is not what I love to see, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're going to get through it regardless. I mean, I'm here every day. And it's still confidence. I mean, yesterday I was a little discouraged because I've been working my butt off, and I had some of the people saying, why down, why down, why down, the sky's falling. And it kind of discouraged me. I said, man, now I see why some of these devs, they run off and leave, because they can't deal with all the FUD that comes about it. But I was optimistic, got in there, told them, hey, we're not stopping. I'm not letting none of them. We're not going to, have no down moments here. We're going to keep it hype, and we kept the voice chat hype. We had a good time, and I'm here every day, all day. I mean, people was actually on launch day, they was telling me, go to sleep. I stayed in there. They said, go to sleep. Most people are asking, where's Dev? And they're telling the Dev to go to sleep. So I've got some great people in my community, and that's why I'm still here. I mean, a lot of these people really did discourage me. I was like, man, they don't want honesty. They don't want, they want to be fed bullshit that something's coming that isn't coming. That's what they want. And then I looked at all my real holders, my real believers, and I said, no, I'm going to be here for them. I don't care about the other ones.
It is a really hard game, man. I got to be honest. It's a hard game to get past week one, and then it's a much slower game from what I've seen in my experience.
Yeah. We get the first ones in that's all they're looking to do is just take some X's, man. That's the only thing, and that's what they don't understand. They'll do it in another project. They'll take a couple X's, walk away from the community, and they just took somebody else's money. But when they're on the other side of it, they're on the other side of it. It's not fun.
You're right, but I mean that's the nature of the game, my man. People are here to make money.
That's right. They're too scared. They're too scared. Now that's what I'm trying to change, man. I'm trying to change that and let people know I'm here. I'm not taking your money. I'm buying. I'm building relationships. And yeah, things have to change because everybody complains that, hey, last year BSC was so great. I hate to see what it's like next year. I mean, it's dying. It'll be dead. I guarantee it if we don't fix things.
Nah, I disagree with that. I still think it's the best space in the world. It's just
I love it. It's what made me dream again. I tell you that right now. I lost my dreaming in my 30s. I had everything. I had all the cars, all the money. I had everything, and but it was still work. I mean, I still, I value my time. So once I got the BSC space last year, I was like, oh my God, I'm dreaming again that I could, have more time to spend with my family. And I mean, I hold a near and dear place in BSC, and I hope that, but I don't know the rate it's going. It's just going to be the same thing. People taking money. I have probably about 70 good people that deleted their accounts that left. I was ready to leave. My team was ready to leave. I mean, people are leaving at an unprecedented rate, and I know people are still coming in, but some of these scams and schemes, they're getting a lot better at it, man. These scammers, they're learning more every time they launch a scheming project, and they're just getting better at it. So,
oh yeah, it's war. I mean, when we figure something out, that is how it goes.
Exactly.
But I think it's actually taken us to a higher level of complexity, which makes it harder for anyone just to launch and actually make money in this space, which for me, I think is a good thing.
I kind of got killed in that Shark Tank today, man. As soon as they heard BSC, it was ETH guys, and that's the first thing that I hate BSC, blah blah blah. And, everybody has mixed feelings on it, but it's near and dear to my heart, man.
Anybody who tells you Ethereum or any other smart chain is any different has not traded a lot. That's personal opinion. Okay, so I see volume it's not possible right now, but what are your plans for any listings you guys have coming up here? You mentioned a decentralized exchange, centralized exchange. What about CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, any other
We've
things?
already got those. Those both applied, and I have no clue why they haven't kicked in. We applied actually when the contract came out, but I guess it's just a waiting game, and we've done it multiple times. We're like, man, how does some of these other tokens they get listed so fast? And I mean, we're struggling, so I don't even have a clue why. But we've already submitted all the documentation to both of those places. The first listing that we're looking at is Bitmart. That's the first one on the agenda. Once we get past this little slump we're in.
Okay. I mean, buddy, I don't BS. If you guys are talking about CG, CMC, and Bitmart, just looking at holders and volumes, you guys have a long road to get there. What is your marketing plan to actually achieve that?
Actually, tomorrow I'm getting ready to hit the streets of Indy. I actually own a sign business. I actually, if you look at my Telegram, I've been printing out flyers, stickers, yard signs, and I'm gonna start hitting the streets and do different things, try to get more people in, and that's the ultimate goal. But we still have marketing money, even in the low volumes, and I've got some pretty good well support that we're gonna get there.
Okay. All right. What makes this project unique?
I think the honesty and transparency that we have, and I'm sure there's others out there. I've been in many with good guys, but with my marketing background, we're going to get a little bit creative. Whenever I launched my pink sale ad, I actually had a video of Fart to Earn that I did that kind of was unique just to get attention. But we're going to get past these callers. I mean, initially we got to use the same traditional methods that most do for these tokens to get people in here. But once that's no longer effective, I mean, we're gonna have to really do some outside marketing and actually bring new money in. But that's pretty much the gist of it.
So, how do you plan on bringing new money in? That's the question. Like, there are only so many people in crypto. There's only so many spaces to market in. We used to, if you're back at an OG, like a PooCoin ad used to moon a coin,
And now it don't. Yeah. That's a whole lot different. But we've got we're in communication with Travlad right now. That's what I've been holding out on for some Travlad and some of the other big guys before we do anything else. Because here we've got to do the marketing here before we can do it outside of the space. So we've got Travlad. I've actually got a meeting with Bossy. I'm trying to get Bossy and Omar involved and get them in voice chat. But we've got lots of other plans until we actually do some bigger things.
Cool. All right, let me see what other questions I have for you. Who developed your D-app?
It was a new pad developed by I think his name. He actually put me in a group with the guy Zendev is his name. It's been audited many a times. It's been used. It's just a clone of other things that he's done.
Okay. And we talked about audits. We talked about your team. Haven, I'm at a bit of a loss right now, guys. Why don't y'all start? Oh, so if anyone's new to my AMAs, you guys can jump in the most recent post to ask a question by text, and I will ask it for you. Or you guys can unmute yourself on VC and ask a question. Let me see if we have any text questions right now. Let's see. Thank you, Mario Kart. I see you taking notes. Yes, you can drop questions there, Greek. Go ahead.
Hey,
All right, well,
Achilles, how you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. Hi, Mike. How you doing?
I'm great. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. So quickly to my questions. Rich Doge, poor Doge. I think the concept is amazing. I've seen it around a couple of times, and I think you guys are up to something. Seeing, would it be correct if I see this is a meme project?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So basically, all meme projects are, come off, the hype of the community, and it's basically just hype and luck, and probably a few partnerships, here and there. I
Exactly.
would like to know, seeing how main projects typically die out, in the first, say, 2, 3 months, even Shiba, and, Doge in itself, were pretty much lucky, but they struggled, at the very beginning. How, say, do you intend to, do you, I think, let me rephrase the question like this. Do you have enough funds for, say, to give yourself like, say, 6 months of runway, probably till we are clear of, the entire um, bear market scenario, away from selling, team tokens, because most project or devs and owners will tell you, they have team token allocations, which inherently means they have to like sell team tokens probably to, do marketing and all of these things. But say, do you have like other funds, just for 6 months, 1 year of runway till we are clear of whatever is happening at the moment?
Yeah, that's a great question. And yeah, most projects, that's how they fund their marketing is by selling off tokens. That is correct. And I do own tokens now. I own, a nice percentage. I think I own about 10 million tokens right now that I bought that I will never sell or dump on my community. We actually got a thing going out right now that we're gonna burn them. And yes, marketing funds do suck. I've already put about $20,000 out of my own pocket into this project. But if we need a bump and need it, I'll pull some more money in. And yes, I will use my own money for marketing.
Yeah, I think that works. I'm not so much of a fan of developers using their funds to run projects. I think the concept is amazing in itself, and seeing the amount of money being pulled together by Web3 funds. I think there was a data that was released showing about 6.8 billion invested in crypto projects across different space. And I feel, with the right partnerships, you can also get, a piece of the pie that would, help push the concept a little bit further. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think that might also work. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
I'm not going anywhere, and I'm going to do some unique marketing in the real world as well. We've got big things planned as far as like charity. I mean, I try not to announce too much the charity. We're going to do some charity efforts to try to get the attention of Robert Kiyosaki himself and try to get him in a voice chat, as he actually can be booked to come into anywhere. If you had a business, he would zoom in live and do conferences. So we're going to start working on that, even if I have to put the money out of my own pocket. But I think, yeah, I'm going to be here and I'll pull
Yeah,
more
please.
money in.
Hey guys, one at a time, please.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Big Bang, you just interrupted and then muted yourself, brother. What's good?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Looks like I had some network issues. Am I clear now?
Yeah, you're clear. What's up?
Oh yeah. So really nice concepts you have here. Rich Dodge, poor Dodge. Actually, I like the fact that it's more like taking a leaning from the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and that's really interesting. But I'm kind of I'd love to ask, like, do you have plans to do some kind of financial education? Because I see that you are planning something very different, which is tell me anything, and that's a very interesting concept, which means you guys are trying to bring some sort of originality to your projects, not just any type of meme project. So I get it. And then I was just thinking, if there's Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is more about financial education, so how about some Rich Dodge Poor Dodge, which is talking about financial education in the Web3 space, and some sort of asset management lessons, and some kind of interesting things, especially for new people that comes into your community.
Yeah, let me tell you, in the real world, I actually have a video wall that I have about 60 grand invested in. I actually do. I wanted to be like the big influencers and have the nice video wall. And I actually teach in the real world right now is my off time with my family, but I do teachings on financial and actually making money in the print on demand space. But right now, we're teaching some things we've uncovered in the crypto space, trying to educate people so they quit losing money. There's lots of stuff we've uncovered, but eventually we're going to go with the rich Doge, poor Doge concept and bring some wealthy people. I know my contact list is filled with successful people in the real world. I have lots of them, and I'm going to bring some of them guys in there as well as some that aren't, that are down on their luck. And we're going to learn something from both of them. We're going to get in my studio and do this live on a regular basis. And we'll get into the financial stuff as well. But right now we're going to stick with the crypto world, try to get people off this track of, the rat race of just trying to run in and grab some money, teach them to hold and have a good time. Our voice chats are always a great time.
That's the question for you, buddy?
Yeah, very well, very well. I actually like the fact that you are planning even much bigger things that I am even thinking of. So great work, the Rich Doge Poor Doge thing. Maybe we could talk and I could come in and put in some ideas.
All right. Please. Oh my God, Sam is here.
Yes.
How are you, Sam?
I'm good, and you guys?
Good, man. It's good to hear your voice.
Oh my goodness, I miss you guys. It's been a long time.
We miss you too. It has been a minute.
Achilles, where have you been?
I was in Peru for a few weeks.
Look, you took the whole crypto world with you. The whole crypto world went on vacation. That's not okay. You need to get back now.
So we were just talking about this in the AMA. Like when the market dips, you get only the solid projects that are left, and then when we make it, they all go back up. So let's go, sister.
We need money. We need money, Achilles. So now you are not allowed to sleep or go anywhere. Before you travel, you need the permission. You need to make a poll on the channel, and we need to agree to this because right now I don't like it. My bank account doesn't like it.
Hey, I got somebody to blame the problems on. It was all his fault.
No,
yes, it was. Come on, guys.
I'm sorry. All right, now then we'll call it B&B will be back to like 3:50 tomorrow. So everyone just take it easy.
I love
At this point, we need a dog race of 100 BNBs. Thank you, Achilles.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to hear from you. Giuseppe, I think you had a question, buddy. Go ahead.
Now I'm just here listening to my man Mike. Man, I'm part of the community over there.
Okay.
I'm pretty known in the crypto space, in the shitcoin space, whatever you want to call it. I was away for a while, and this was one of the projects that caught my attention. After so long, I came back. I was scared. I didn't know where to go. I found this team, this token, and I was like, you know what? Let me get in this, and I put my bag in it. I haven't sold. And the same people that I knew wasn't going to sell are still there as well. We're holding the floor down. I brought a couple of people from my team, Wales. You know what I'm saying? They not selling either. I have a couple of ideas on a use case for the token that I'm providing, to see if they want to do it to the team, to the dev, to Mike. Because I have a lot of ideas and I see the potential. You know what I'm saying? I see the token is a great token. The community is a great community. The devs, the team, everybody is transparent and they just speak the truth, man. And I'm holding, at the beginning, I'm like, okay, let me see if I make a 2X. But then I started like feeling the vibes of the people, speaking to everyone, speaking to Mike, and I was like, let me stick around, because this is a sleeping giant. And I know it's going to pop. I'm getting goosebumps by me saying this, you know what I'm saying? I know it's going to go crazy. It's just a matter of time. So if you want to buy your bags, whoever's listening, you want to buy some, just buy and relax. Because I know, trust me, from experience, I had a token before and I sold my tokens. I dropped the token. I sold my project for $600. That project went to go for $100 million. And this is out of experience. I know great projects when I see them. The person that I sold the project to for $600, I brought him into Rich Doge, Poor Doge. and he's one of our mentors now. He's gonna mentor everybody, and he's teaching Mike how he did it, and he has a lot of connections in Asia over there, billboards. A lot of crazy stuff is gonna happen that I've been telling Mike that he knows, So I'm just give us the benefit of the doubt. We're a great community. If you don't want to buy, just stick around the community and go in the chat and see how the team handle itself. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say, man. I love you guys. You already know. Good luck today with your investments. I hope y'all make a lot of money. The girl that just came in, I hope you make 100 BNB. I hope Achilles gets you that big bang. And you already know, man. We'll take it from there.
Pleasure having you. I just unmuted a few people. Guys, just keep going in the VC. I will take a look at the check section right now.
Hey, Achilles.
Hey, man.
How are you doing?
Good, Amos. How are you? Sure, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Nice presentation, Mike. So, quick to the question: how often do you plan on doing buybacks for your projects?
We've kind of slowed down. I've done about 10 grand worth so far, but we've kind of slowed down because it seemed like they were just eating it for a little bit. But we're gonna buy back whatever it takes to keep trying to maintain the chart. We've been doing things with my whale support. I mean, we've had a big get together. We all said put in the amount of BNB we're gonna throw in, and we go out there and buy it all back. And I mean, we're gonna continue doing that and continue to build stronger floors.
Okay. During the AME, Achilles said something about I think fair launch on pre-sale, or I don't know. I didn't get that right. Please, you can just rephrase.
We did a fair launch at peak sale. Yes, that's what if that's what you're referring to.
Okay, I'm clear now. Thanks.
Hey, thank you, brother.
All right, let's go through some of these text questions here. What are your provisions put in place to carry the community along in the decision-making process of this project and also to engage them? So I guess the question is more so, how does the community play a role in your decision-making process?
All right. Oftentimes, when your token's at the lowest, that's when the community usually draws together. I've been in a series of projects where the token dev ran off, and then we band together and bring projects back to life. And I mean, that's not been the case here. We've had some people that was just looking for some quick money, but we've got a strong group of people. Like I said, 26 million tokens staked. I mean, that's for a new project that's 3 days old. I've never had another project. I mean, that's saying a lot that people are ready to stake their tokens. So we've got lots of great community members. They're out there shilling. They're out there doing their part, trying to pump their bags. And I mean, we've got a great, solid community. I mean, I'm proud of them. I love them guys.
Love to hear it, man. Next question here kind of ties into that. Let me get their exact phrasing. Give me just one moment. Oh, Zelda, I love you, sister. Hang out as much as you want, buddy. Okay. So as far as the community is concerned, you mentioned your private investors are getting 1% of your taxes, right?
Yep.
Are any of them vested, or do they have a choice to sell whenever they want?
They have the choice to sell whenever they want, but they lose their 1%. And we did have one that sold. He's the one that messaged me this morning and said, sorry, I was just too panicky. This is all the money I have. And I mean, he's works his butt off. I mean, he told me one day that he works for $1.50 a day and a loaf of bread's $2. So he told me that, so he didn't have that much money from the get-go. And I mean, I understand. I don't hold anybody's money hostage. I know everybody has their own situation, and people are investing more than they can afford to lose. So I understand that, but that's their incentive to hold. I didn't want any reason for this project to fail because of the private sale holders, which are all staked. I mean, they're all great people.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of restricting selling either. It can be dangerous in either direction, though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So this is a good question as well. The 1%, if a private investor does sell, what happens to their portion of the tax? Are they taken out of the pool?
Yeah, it just gets there's only we did a small private sale. I mean, a small. We got 27 now, 26, and it's just more lucrative to the ones that stuck around. They get a little bit more.
Okay, so it gets redistributed base. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else we get here. I'm sorry. I love you, Haven. I love you guys. Hack him off. You're hilarious. Okay. So outside of token volume, so this is what I was saying about week 1 and week 2, right? Any project that has made it, like if anyone remembers Squid Grow on this channel, Squid Grow sat at, I don't know, 3 million for a week and then mooned to 50 million a few weeks later. So there's obviously like a dead portion where you're, I guess, consolidating your investors, finding people that really believe, and then taking it to the next level. What is your plan to make sure, as volume dies off, that the token does not in between here and there? So I know we've talked about a lot of things on this AMA, just succinctly, because we have a lot of people joining here towards the end. What is the plan to get this to the next mooning stage, I will say? And not like long-term, week and a half, 2 weeks, short-term.
Yeah, I understand the whole concept and consolidation and building stronger floors. And we've got marketing money. I've been wise on spending it. I've made sure that we've got the most bang for the buck with what we have. But getting more money is not an issue. All my private sale holders know I wanted to have a small private sale. We raised, I think, 21 BNB. It wasn't very much, and I put up the additional 15,000 bucks. I'm heavily invested in this to let it die down. I'll have to bring some more fiat in, but I do have plenty of money, and we're going to bring some more money in, and if we need any more marketing.
Excellent. Okay. Let me see what else I have here. And then I think we're going to move on to the giveaway section. Gift, you are so welcome. Love you, Sam. Okay, let's see. Yes, Ali, you can ask NVC if you would like, brother. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Are you hearing me?
Welcome, man. Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, sir. I have a quick question. You're talking about marketing for Chinese. You have a Chinese channel, I think. My question is, I am Arabic. Do you have any plan to make marketing in Arabic language, like TG Group or something like that? Because Arab, it's more interesting in crypto this time. So I would love to tell my friend about that, but they don't understand English very well. So do you have any plan for that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna reach out to everyone. I mean, we've been trying to find good mods. I mean, that's the thing. Finding people you could trust. We've been reached out by every nationality to run Telegram groups, and it's hard to vet and see who's real and who's not. So we've been trying to find other influencers that can do some recommendations for other communities. And yes, the Arabic community is very welcome, and we're gonna have one eventually. Yes.
Very nice. Thank you. I will be patient. Thank you for your time.
Hey, I appreciate it.
And welcome, Ya Ali. Okay, who else we got here? Let me see. I just unmuted 3 of you guys. If you will be polite, whoever wants to go first, go ahead. Okay, I'm going to jump to the text question. So, not so lucky, brother. I love you. We just asked that question. I'm going to skip over that one. ABF Star, let's go with yours. Very good questions. So, what are your current partnerships and what are your plans for partnerships in the future? Do your partners have any incentives whatsoever from the project? And what would your plans be to roll out incentives so other large communities, other investment pools get involved in this?
All right, great question. When it comes to partnerships, I mean, that's a kind of thin line. It depends on what type of partnership you're looking for. Are we looking for one that we pay a partnership to get involved with us, or one that we give tokens to? And I mean, I've been reached out to projects that are people that wanted to partner, that wanted tokens, and I think that's unsafe. I mean, we've seen it with some of these influencers that you're given bags and they're there to pump it up, and they pump it up and then they dump on everybody. So we're going to be real careful with our partnerships. Any type of partnership, we're going to really have to vet them and make sure that there's no ill intentions. but they will probably be more of a paid thing than a partnership. As partnerships, I have partners in the real where we split things and things like that. So it's going to have to be very lucrative to both parties to make a partnership. But right now, the people that are trying to partner, it looks like it's a one-way street, that they just want access to their benefits, and I can't do that to my community. So right now, we're kind of playing that by ear.
Okay, excellent. I mean, yeah, any influencer that you pay that's going to sell their bag isn't really behind the project. So that's I don't suggest it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. You have two ways. You have two ways to go about a partnership. You say, "Hey, I'm going to pay you to partner up." That's a good way, because that they're there to help you out. And then there's the other way that says, "Hey, I got a great vision. I don't have much money anyway. That you can. I'll throw you, saying 2% of the supply, and you can have it if you come hype it up." And I mean, that's not me.
I agree. Okay. We got one more question. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to ask a question, actually. All respect to the last text question, but I want to ask this one. What brought you back in the space? So I see a lot of people burn out in the space, right? It's a tough game. And barely see people say they came back, at least not successfully. Your coin has already been successful, and you guys seem to have a good plan here. What is the plan coming up? I mean, I'm sorry. What was your motivation for returning? Forgive me.
Okay. Motivation to return. Like I said, last year I ended up finding my first project, Doge, on Robinhood. Then I started getting involved in communities and learned pancake swap and everything else. But I'm very family oriented, and in the real world, I don't keep a bunch of. I have over $1 million worth of assets. I sell large format printing equipment. I have tons of printing equipment, and summers are very near and dear to me with my family, because you only have 18 summers with your kids. So I like to keep myself broke throughout the year, and that keeps me hungry, thirsty, where I'm out driving. When I have too much money, I get lazy. To combat for the summers when my kids are off, I like to start selling things off and build a nice little nest egg so I can sit comfortably. But I do get bored. I turn, my business phone I usually turn off, and I'm like, I'm just going to focus on that. So I get bored and got back in here again. I was like, I'm going to do it again. Then just started blowing thousands I kept pulling it back in. I'll make it up. And just learned that, everything's changed here. I mean, everything. It's nothing like it was in 2021. And it took me losing a lot of money to figure that out. But that's what returned me to the space.
My man. All right. We're happy to have you back here. We need good people in BSC.
Exactly.
The time. All right. Last question. So we do have another 2 minutes before the recording's over. Is okay. I'm just going to ask it exactly as they put it. Crypto Dad asks, is the whole team in the U.S.? Just curious, because I'm from the East Coast.
What up, East Coast, brother? I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Illinois. Yes. No, we got a Canadian. We got one in Europe, but we have a couple East Coast boys that are with us. But yeah, I'm Midwest, Central Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, Land of Lincoln. That's where I'm from.
That's what's up. All right, man. If there's any closing comments, he just put nice. Love that. If there's any closing comments, please, now's the time. I'll end the recording in just a minute. You got Tennessee. That's what's up, man. Virginia, let's go.
Hey, anybody say anything, or did you say to make my closing statement?
No, please. I was just commenting. He said he's from Tennessee. I'm from Virginia. Yeah, go ahead. Closing comments.
All right. I'm just going to say, if you're not interested, if I haven't got your attention yet, please check out my Facebook. Fuck, I'm used to pitching people on my Facebook. To my Telegram page, man. Get involved. Come in one of the voice chats and let me change your mind. That's all I have to say.
Pleasure having you, my man. Any updates or anything on the project, feel free to hit me up. I sincerely wish you of luck.
Yeah, I appreciate it, my brother.
All right. Let me end this recording.